Hello, everyone. So today we're going to talk about Tyla, and we're also going to have a mixed conversation about how pretty women get treated in the music industry and the entertainment industry in general. So Tyla, as we all know, she went viral for her song Water, and this song is like internationally popular. And so she's been doing good. She's been doing good for herself. But I realized that Tyla has been getting hated on since she won that Grammy. So since she won that Grammy award, a lot of people feel like she did not deserve it. So I'm not gonna get to the breakfast interview yet. So I'm getting to the Grammy award that she won. So the hate started when she won that Grammy award. And I've seen a lot of Nigerians dragging Tyla online, mostly Nigerians dragging her, saying she did not deserve the Grammy. You're saying things like there are better artists than her. And a lot of people have been saying that Arya Starr deserve to get that type of opportunity and things. So I don't really listen to Arya Starr music, but I follow her on social media, like on Instagram. She's a very um beautiful woman. She's like the perfect package for a pop star. She can dance. I've seen like a few clips of her performances. So I don't really listen to her music, but I've seen clips of the songs, of her videos, of her live performances. She can really dance. She has a nice body. She's very beautiful. So she's like the perfect package for a pop star. And she's been getting compared a lot to Tyra because they have like the very similar look. And so as far as I know, she's been around longer, a little bit longer than Tyla, and she's like the queen of Afrobeats right now. Don't drag me. I don't really know anything about Afro, but sh um from what I see, Arya Starr has been very big in the Afro, in the Afrobeat space. So, um, and I also see that she collaborated with Tyla when Tyla wasn't popular, when Tyla wasn't that popular. So she kind of boosted Tyla's popularity. Uh, yeah, so Ayra Starr, she has a lot of potential. She has a lot of potential from what I've seen, from the clips I've seen, the way she carries herself. She's the perfect, package for a musician, for a pop star, for a female pop star. But a lot of her fans have been dragging Tyla because they feel like Arya Starr should have been getting those opportunities. Some people have been saying Arya should have won that Grammy. They've been saying other Afro artists should have won that Grammy. Tyla is on industry plant, things like that. So let me give my opinion. I'm gonna get dragged. I do not care. Okay, so Water was a very big song. Water was very, very big. Not only in the Afro space, it was very big internationally. Even if you don't listen to Afrobeat, you would see challenges of that song on TikTok. It was extremely big. So that pushed Tyler in our faces, in everybody's faces, in Black Americans' faces, in all people, Caribbean people all over the world. And I feel like she won that Grammy because of the popularity of that one song um and people don't feel like she deserve it. Hey, people don't feel like she deserve it, and that's when the hate started. Tyla has been very minding her business. She has not been in any controversies, really. Let's say before that Breakfast Club interview. So she has not really been in any type of controversies. She has not been throwing shade at people, and people just started hating her because of that. And even like Black Americans, I've seen like the Impressive channel have been saying things like, oh, she doesn't deserve it, things like that. Okay, whatever. So the other thing that Tyla has been getting hated on for is because she said she wanted to be big as Rihanna. She said that Rihanna is her inspiration. You know, she uses Rihanna as a model. And people take the opportunity to, because they already hate her, so they take that opportunity to drag her about it, to say that she will never be Rihanna. What do you mean she will never be Rihanna? Rihanna didn't know she was gonna be that big. Like Rihanna, like she is richer than Beyonce. Like, did she know she was gonna be richer than Beyonce? You never know. Like, why are you saying that? Like, why you trying to like, drag the girl because she wants to be like, you have to dream big. She's not saying she's better than Rihanna. She never said such thing. Okay. But people have been saying she's delusional. They've been saying, oh, you'll never be Rihanna. You'll never be this. You'll never. Social media. Oh my God. Like social media sometimes get in my nerves. Sometimes I just want to get off social media, stop looking at people's comments. Like when I go on Facebook, start commenting, stop, under people's posts so that I don't have to interact with people because social media is so toxic and people forget reality a lot of times. Yeah, so back to the topic. Um, and also Rihanna's fans have been dragging Tyla, so that's another hate train. So they hope on the they hope on the hate train too. Rihanna's fans, they've been dragging Tyla, saying she'll never be Rihanna, things like that. Rihanna didn't know she was gonna be bigger than Beyonce. Okay, no, but none of us knew Rihanna was gonna be bigger than Beyonce. Rihanna was gonna be as big as she is today. Okay, okay, so and Tyla has been getting a lot of opportunities. She's been collaborating with different artists, American artists like Ghana. She recently dropped that collaboration, that song Job. So at first I didn't like the song when I heard the song. I wasn't into that song. But when I saw the video, the song the song started getting into me. And I listened to that song a couple times because it's kind of catchy. If you listen to it, like if you take your time to listen to it, it's gonna get into you. It's kind of catchy. A lot of songs, when I hear them, I don't like them, but when I see a video of them or a performance of that song, it's gonna get into me. Yes. So the video was so good. She looks so great. She ate like every look in the video. She looks so good in every scene. One thing about Tyla and also Arya Starr, they look good and like they never miss looking good. Like you can see some people having many times like they having like a bad day, they look a little rough. I've never seen Tyla or Arya Starr look rough. Not one day since I've been following them at all. At all. Yes, and we have a few artists like that too. We have a few artists like that too. But Tyla and Arya, they just take like their looks, their style very important, and it's a big part of their identity. So yeah, so Tyla has been getting opportunities. She's been collaborating with big names and things like that, and that kind of fueled the rumor more that she's an industry plant. So, what do you mean industry plant? If they see if they see potential in you, of course they're gonna invest in you. What do you consider as industry plant? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Water was a great song. I don't really find any more Tyla songs that I really like. I like Water, and I also like Job because it got into me recently. I like Job when she was like releasing the snippets of it. Uh, the snippets of it. I didn't like the snippets because that was the annoying part of the song. She kept playing and playing in those short snippets. I didn't like the song, but when I heard the full song and I saw the music video, that's when I liked the song. They did a great job. The guys, that Jamaican guy, I don't really know his name. He has some ski something, whatever his name is. He did a great job, like the intro, when he said something like original girl, no replica. Oh, I'm like, oh, that felt so good. That like the way he did the intro is so good, like so perfect. Everything was crafted so perfectly. Like the masculine energy mixed with the feminine energy, like the masculine energy of the guys mixing with Tyla's feminine energy. Everything was done perfectly, and I like the song. So I like Job in Water. But I'm not a super fan of Tyla. I'm not gonna listen to everything she dropped. I mean, I might listen, but if the few couple seconds though don't get to me, I'm just gonna look up. I'm just gonna look up. So Tyla, she has potential. She can be a very great artist. She's not like a vocalist. Okay, to me, she's a pop star. A pop star though don't have to be great. Don't have to have like great vocals. You just need like a decent vocals, just make good music. Okay, just make good music, look good. That's part of being a pop star. So you have to look good. But now because of like all the how can I say that? The positivity things that's going on, you don't have to look good to be. I understand. I mean, you know, pretty people have been taking opportunities from, not so good looking people for a long time. But at the same time, that positivity thing has made people so lazy. They don't even try to look decent anymore. To me, a pop star has to look good. Like a pop star, have to, make great music, even if you're not good on stage, um, even if you're using background tracks, even if you're lip syncing on stage, but your music, your studio music have to. Okay, so a pop star to me is somebody like Madonna, like Britney Spears. Those are not. I might get jacked for that. Those are not great singers. Okay, they are not great singers. Let's be honest. Madonna, Britney Spears. Who else? We have a few other pop stars who are not great singers. Who do we have today? We have Taylor Swift, who who is not great singer. She does, she has improved a lot. Every time I say she was very mediocre in the country era, I get dragged. Her country music for me, it's just not it. But she did great in her pop era, in Reputation in 1989 era. So she did great music. So these are Jennifer Lopez also. Jennifer Lopez, she might not be a great singer. She might be accused of a lot of things, but she makes great music. Okay, so those to me are the embodiment of what, we should consider as pop stars. They look good. They make good music. They might not be great vocalists like Beyonce, like, you know, those girls who have strong vocals, but they still represent what a pop star really is. So to me, Tyla is a pop star. She has it. She has all the potential to be a pop star. So, like I said before, I'm not a super fan of Tyla. I follow her on social media. I like her, I like two of her songs, so I'm not a super fan. But yeah, Chloe Bailey is my favorite artist from this generation. Not my favorite artist of all time, but from those new girls, she is my favorite. And I've always seen potential in Chloe Bailey since she was singing with her sister. Since I saw that Pretty Hurt video, like Pretty Hurt cover, I always had my eyes on Chloe. And yeah, when I saw her performing that national anthem with her sister, like the way she was, she was on that, not a stage, but the way she was on that, stadium singing. I don't know if that's what you call it. So, yes, Chloe Bailey, she's always been the extra. Like she's always been. I love her. I just love Chloe Bailey. Yes. So Chloe Bailey is another person who deserves a lot of success. But I'm not gonna hate on Tyla because Chloe doesn't get the same amount of success that to me, the black community choose not to support Chloe on purpose. They have been doing it for almost every black artist. Let's get into it. I made a video about Chloe Bailey, yeah, already. That was my first video on that page. So I'm not planning to make videos every week or every month. So I'm just making a video when I feel like, I want to give my opinion once in a while, maybe once a year, twice a year. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not planning to do that long term or as, my something that I'm gonna do every day. I'm not planning to be a YouTuber. I mean, I'm not gonna say never, but so Chloe Bailey, artists like Chloe Bailey, black artists like Chloe Bailey, Kelly Rowland, Normani, who recently released an album, and who else? Coco Jones. There are many others, very talented, dark-skinned women or black women. Well, I'm not gonna say dark-skinned, but black women, who don't really get, the same amount of support that a lot of these girls have been getting. And that upset a lot of people, but they don't also realize that they are the one who are purposely not supporting those girls. I saw how y'all drag Chloe Bailey when she released that album and she was flopping. Y'all really drag Chloe Bailey, but at the same time, you are not supporting her. If you complaining about the albums, the low album sales, go buy it now. That's how I see it. Okay, you choose to drag somebody just because she's not doing well, and then you go with that same mouth complain about how, they doing it on purpose, they colorist. You support people when you want to support them. You support SZA. You support Summer Walker. You can support Chloe Bailey. You can support Normani. You can support whoever you choose to. If Chloe Bailey is flopping, that's because you choose to let her flop. Okay, so I'm not gonna put that anger on Tyla or Ice Spice, whoever those light skin girls are. Okay, so one thing I also notice about girls, like about female artists like Chloe Bailey, Saweetie, who have a bunch of thirsty men following them on Instagram, on social media, just for their beautiful pictures, for their body, is that when those female artists are making a bunch of male fans, like especially like straight male fans, it's not long term. Most of them are not even interested in your music. That's one thing I realized. And I saw a lady made a video the other day. I'm gonna link the her video here. I'm gonna just show her name, but because she gave a great she gave a great how can I say that analyze. I don't know if that's the right word, about Chloe's situation. So Chloe, because she's very sexual, which is a good thing. I like sexiness, even though I don't like women, but I like sexiness. That's part of being, to me, that's like part of being a pop star. That's part of being a pop star to me. Like, you can be sexy, you can, so, but at the same time, she is getting a lot of thirsty male fans, like thirsty horny men, as fans, and those people, they are not, they don't care about her music. All they care about is seeing how her body is on Instagram. And male fans, like, even if they're interested in your music now, it's not gonna be long term. Like, straight male fans, it's not gonna be long term, because those men, as soon as they find somebody fresh, as soon as they find somebody who's more pretty, who's, better looking, more pretty, or even fresh, or even younger than you, they just gonna stop paying attention to you and move to the next pretty girl, to the next it girl. So making those type of fans is useless to me. It's like short term. But women and gay men, women and gay men, like, they are, especially gay men, they are very loyal. And I also I also say that too under the ladies' video. I say gay men, they are very loyal. Look at, like, Nicki Minaj. Her fan base is very strong, mostly because of women and gay men. It's not because of straight men. Straight men, yes, they might respect Nicki, but they're not gonna go all the way, like, out of the way to create fan account, like Stan page on Twitter for Nicki Minaj. for Beyonce, for Ariana Grande, these artists are very big and powerful because they have women and gays backing them up. That's just how I see it. And it's not a reach. It might sound like a reach. When you have a gay following, for example, when you have a gay followings, you set because gays they go hard. They very loyal. Look at Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, she's not doing well in the charts right now. She's not as popular as she was in the Fame, the Born This Way era, but she is still very big and powerful. Why? Because her gay fans, that's mostly her fan base. They still go hard for her. They would still buy her tickets. I've seen Lady Gaga's recent live performance. The stage was packed. Like the stage was like packed. It was packed. And I mean packed. So she is still very relevant. Like even if you don't see her in your face, even if you don't see her every day in your face in the charts, but she still have a very loyal fan base. And people like Beyonce, people like Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, those type of artists, even if one day they're not in your face, even if one day they are not chatting, they are flopping, quote unquote flopping, what you consider as flopping, but they will still do well because they have a strong fan base. But if they have a man, like a straight man fan base, trust me, they just gonna move on to the next hit girl. That's how I see it. These men, they are not loyal. Straight men are not loyal to you. Like they are not loyal. You just short term to them. And another big example I have is Madonna. If Madonna releases a music today, it's not gonna make any views. It's not gonna make 30 million views, 5 million, even 5 million views is gonna be like very hard for her to do in this generation. But if she's currently on tour, I believe, I don't know if it's over now, but if she chooses to go on tour, when she chooses to go on tour, she's packed. The stadiums are packed. She is still selling out like crazy. Lana Del Rey again, same thing. That's because those are legacy artists. They might not be relevant in the chart, like they used to, but they still have strong fan base. They still have a big fan base. They don't need outside people to support them to do well because they already have that loyal fan base. And one thing I realize about them is the fan base are predominantly women and gay. So women in the LGBT community. That's what I realize. Okay. And I'm not just saying it because I'm part of the LGBT community. It's just look at it. Just look at those artists, those female artists who are very big. See who support them. Look at who support them. Okay. I'm talking about the long-term artists, not new artists. Just take a look at who are supporting them. Okay. Let's continue. Another thing I realize is how society always chooses to hate on pretty women in the industry. It is just messed up. They treat a pretty woman terrible. And that treatment that Tyla is receiving, Arya Starr has been receiving that same treatment. She just hasn't received it at the same level because she is now more international popular than Arya, But Arya, I've been seeing people dragging Arya Starr on social media too. Our own people, our own now African people dragging her, and that's the crazy thing. Your own people are dragging your own people. They are making you, it's just ridiculous. It's just messed up. Yeah, so it is just a thing to hate on pretty women, and it's not just in the entertainment industry. Even at work, for example, you might see like whenever a pretty woman come at work, everybody like let me not say everybody, that's a reach, but a lot of people they get so insecure when they see those women. They talk so much crap about them. Even in church, you will see the pretty woman, she's getting talked about. People are saying she's sleeping with the pastor, even if they have no proof. They are looking at her like, twisting the lips, looking at her certain ways, even if she hasn't done anything, even if she hasn't been mean to anybody. It's just a thing to hate on pretty woman. The pretty woman, you cannot be ugly, you cannot be pretty. You cannot be too pretty. That's it. You cannot be ugly. You cannot be too pretty. And if you're pretty, they want you to be humble. They want you to just. A lot of people, like, if you're pretty and you're not fucking with them, you're not fucking with them. You're not humble to them. They just hate you for no reason. And Twitter, social media is now full of incels. Those boys who stay at home jerking off and hating on women that they cannot touch. It's even worse now. And I hate seeing other women do that same thing, like, attacking. I would understand if you're attacking somebody like, let me see, who is like problematic at the moment. There are a lot of problematic artists, but Tyla is not one of them. Those people, they are not one of them. They mind their business. And Beyonce is a great example too. Beyonce, because she is so pretty, because she is so pretty and talented at the same time, people get so insecure about her. They feel like she doesn't deserve to be where she is. They are talking about, they are using her mixed background, her ambiguous looks as an excuse to say she's taking opportunities for a darker skinned woman. They do the same thing. It's just an excuse to hate on people, like, yeah. And there is one thing too, I know I'm gonna get dragged for. I know I'm gonna get dragged for it. There are a lot of dark skinned women, to be specific, who are so insecure, even though they act like they're not insecure about themselves, but they are so insecure whenever they see a light skinned person, like Tyla, like Beyonce. Like, they forget, like, everything else. They focus on that person's skin color. They be like, oh, she's taking opportunities for this, that, she's privileged, she's this and that. Okay, so who are the people supporting those light skin artists? So it is dark skin people who are supporting those light skin artists. So if those dark skin supporters choose not to support, like, if they choose not to support them, they might not have been where they are. So maybe you should blame the supporters and not the artist. Okay? And with social media and all that going on, a lot of you have the same opportunities, to be honest. Okay, like Arya Starr get the same, if not more opportunities than Tyla, in my opinion. She's been, collaborating with big names, with a lot of big names, huge names outside of Afrobeats. Okay, so if she is not, and Arya Starr is not even flopping. She's doing so good. She's doing well for herself. I don't know what people are talking about. So a lot of artists, get the same opportunities. It's just, are you gonna support them? That's it. Are you gonna support them? Like, even Shensi, like, Shensi is a light skinned woman. Even Shensi get the same opportunities as Tyla. She's signed to big labels. She's been collaborating with big names, with American artists. She's very popular in dancehall. She's extremely popular. She's even more popular than Spice. Okay, but she's not as big as Tyla. But she get the same support that Tyla gets. So, what is this about? Do you, and I just can't stand people who are hating on people who are younger than them. Tyla is a baby in my eyes. I'm even older than her. I was surprised to know I'm older than Tyla, then Arya Starr. These girls, they are babies. Okay, a bunch of grown people like in their 30s and 40s choosing to hate on those little girls. It just doesn't make sense at all. And when it comes to Chloe Bailey, even Chloe Bailey, she got the same push. She got the same push. She just doesn't get the same support. Okay, Chloe Bailey has been collaborating with a lot of people, Ghana, Offset, a lot of other artists. She has been collaborating with Missy Elliott, a lot of people. She's been collaborating with a lot of people. She's been getting promoted, you know, great music videos, things like that. And you still choose not to support her. So it is not Tyla's fault. It is absolutely not Tyla's fault. Sexy Red is doing well because you choose to support her, whether it's intentionally or not. Because a lot of you would just watch her music video or whatever she posts because you want to see the shock value, things like that. So whether you support her intentionally unintentionally or not, um, you support her. You watch. Okay. So why cannot you do the same for the same artist that you're complaining about? Just do the same. Okay, I'm gonna leave the video here. I'm sorry if the video has been long. I don't know, maybe another time. I don't know. I'm not gonna make any videos soon. Yeah, thank you for watching.